Okie dokie. Okay. And I will do that. I will leave that one for now. Do that. Do that. And then do that. Okay. I think we're more or less good to start then. I figured I would start this a bit earlier today, just because why not? I've actually been wanting to do this, or continue this pretty much for a good portion of the week, and now I can finally do that. I was really, I ended up having a monitor issue over the weekend, I'm pretty sure. So I wish I could have started it sooner, but I did end up replacing it. The new monitor is surprisingly good, and honestly, I'll take it. It is actually a pretty nice monitor. I think my previous one actually lasted like 5 years or something like that. Which, it's weird when you think about monitors. Because, I don't know. Like, you sort of have them for so long that you forget that they can really break. Saying that, though, I guess you could say the same thing about PC hardware, which could also potentially be true. I mean, I don't remember the last time I thought about replacing PC hardware, probably a few years ago by this point. It's not something I really actively think about, but it's also something that I hope I don't have to do anytime soon, because it can be a bit of a hassle. So yeah, I did want to actually come back to this a lot sooner, but I didn't because that was an issue, and I very much like having two monitors, because it just, especially from a streaming aspect, it just makes it so much easier to see the chat, to see the preview in OBS. I think genuinely... Granted, I have other devices I could use, but one of them is actually charging at the minute, so I just wouldn't... Actually, no, saying that, I could probably use the other one, but I don't know. I much prefer being able to use my PC in both screens for that stuff. It's also just easier and convenient, you know? And now we're here, and honestly, I wish I could have resumed this sooner, but oh well. I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna focus a bit on these little challenges here, just so I can have enough tokens. I think, obviously yesterday, I think I said, well not even yesterday, the last time I did this, I think I did sort of question if I wanted to do all the tokens, and then I ended up doing them all anyway, up until this point, so honestly, I'm thinking we should just go forward with it, because it'll be interesting to see how I deal with the combat challenges. And like I said before, the sliding and the paddy wagon challenges are at least a nice little break from the game, or from the worser parts that we're gonna have to deal with. But I'm gonna make sure I get these, because at the very least, I want to make sure I meet the requirements before getting to the dialogue that tells you, oh, you need this amount of tokens. So that's what we're gonna do. And obviously we're gonna make our way down here, get to Trench, and I think genuinely just do the other three bits, and then we continue the game. I also started earlier because I just thought, you know what, give myself more time. Give myself more time to sort of do the challenges, and then I can resume hopefully as soon as possible. I'm hoping the audio for the game actually sounds good. I've turned it up a bit, because I know it was a bit quiet in the VOD, which normally I don't change it, but I figured I would anyway. So I'm sort of just going to leave it at this volume. Yeah. So we're going to go back to Rock Slide, do time challenges and the ring challenge. What else have I been doing? I've been doing more Warframe, actually. I don't know if I actually, I think it was between streams, but I ended up getting Varuna Prime, because that version of her frame is very much new. And I just thought, you know what, I liked the regular Varuna. I liked playing... I mean, weirdly enough, I think I enjoy Varuna mainly because of the jump speed. The bullet jumping speed with Mobilize. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna get Varuna Prime, and then I got the Perigale Prime, and... because I do like the regular Perigale weapon, honestly. I don't even know what else I got, actually. I feel like I bought stuff from the player market, but... I've mainly just been ranking weapons, honestly. And... honestly, I'm sorta... I should really actually boost my ranks with the syndicates as well, now that I'm thinking about it, because I had a look at those last night. I've not actually increased their ranks that much since a few months ago, when I did some of the other factions or syndicates, whatever. I'm hoping this doesn't put me behind much, because normally I take another shortcut by now. Normally I take another shortcut by now higher up there. Or further back, or whatever. Because normally on that springboard shortcut I just took, normally I would jump straight to the right, but I took the long way around. And I like to go down here because it feels faster. Also seems like I got another upgrade point. Not gonna use that though, because it defeats the purpose of the challenge run. Oh yeah, also, Simpsons Hit and Run. Since I saw that earlier, I'm gonna bring that up. Apparently, there's an update to the mod launcher And apparently I say apparently, I saw it happen earlier, but they're gonna be incorporating the multiplayer mod stuff into the main mod launcher, which honestly, I feel like they should have done that a while ago. I mean, weirdly enough, I always thought to myself, like, realistically, it'd be so convenient for the player using the multiplayer mod to be able to have it incorporated into the main mod manager itself, because then you could probably use other mods alongside it a lot easier, like control input mods and stuff like that. But also like map mods and vehicle mods and stuff like that, because those exist for the multiplayer mod. You can absolutely use those. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, honestly, because I previously used a Switch Pro controller for Simpsons Hit and Run playthroughs, and for a while I did actually prefer it, and it was a bit inconvenient that I couldn't properly do stuff with that controller without having access to third-party software or whatever, versus using the main mod launcher where you could absolutely enable something or whatever. It was also... Actually, no. Because originally I actually used... I believe it was the Steam stuff where it enables those controller inputs and whatnot. So I wouldn't be able to enable mods for the multiplayer mods to be used with that multiplayer mod, so I feel like I was missing out on a lot of stuff back then. Granted, I'm not even part of the community, I haven't been for a while, but it's nice that they've now updated the mod launcher to actually include the multiplayer mod, because that's going to be really convenient, I think. Granted, I'm never going to touch it. I'm probably never going to touch it again, but it's nice being able to have that option if you want to play it. Because I think I did play it once, and it was genuinely really fun. It also seems like they're going to be adding a few different features alongside it that you could potentially use. Like visual cues and whatnot for races and stuff, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but based on the video I saw earlier, it seems like it could be a good sort of change to that stuff. And apparently they're bringing out modding Blender tools for Hit and Run as well, which supposedly make it easier to create maps and stuff like that, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's sort of... I mean, I was part of the community once, I'm aware of the tools that the community has or did have. I genuinely feel like, assuming that these Blender tools actually make it easier for people, I really feel like we should have gotten these tools a lot sooner. Just so people have an easier time modding and they can properly create the things they want to. It's great that they have it now, like, that's fantastic, but it's a shame that, like... It's a shame that it had to happen so late, because... I don't know, man. There's probably a lot of time that could have been saved in people making their mods if these tools existed earlier, but it's whatever. It's an advancement in the modding scene, which I'm not part of it, so it doesn't really concern me, I suppose, but I do love the game. I thought about this earlier though. I love doing randomizers or replaying the vanilla game. I love that game. It was so nice being able to grow up with that game, honestly. Even though as a kid I feel like all I did was drive around in it, it's nice that you can just play it and vibe on the game and whatnot, and obviously now you have modding and stuff, which you have done for a good few years, but it's nice that you can sort of just have mods to allow you to replay the game in different ways and stuff. Like, my main way of replaying the game is to do reward randomizers, honestly. But every now and then, I mean, I don't do it as much nowadays, but every now and then, I check out mods here and there, because I think some of the mods are really nice. I've given my praise to mods like the Fully Connected Map mod and other sorts. Okay. Alright then, Macho Time Challenge. I should really try and do that extra skip, but I don't think it really matters too much. I'll do it once. I'll do it once without it, see what happens. Or maybe I can actually try and... because I think I know how to do it. I haven't built the muscle memory for that skip though, to be honest. Which, you know, that's another thing. I really should build the muscle memory for that. Because every time I come back to the game, I don't have the muscle memory to do it right, so it really does suck a bit. Yeah, I think we're coming up on the skip now. I must say, I feel like I don't give enough praise to the level design of this game, but it's genuinely really impressive. Oh, fuck. No, doing that again. Fuck's sake. Damn it. I was just about to get to the skip as well. Granted, I don't know if I would have tested it, but I still need to figure out how to actually do that consistently, because I'm really... I know fully well that if I try it right now, I'm not gonna be able to do it. My muscle memory just isn't there yet. Weirdly enough, though, I do have the Weenie Hut Juniors mod, which does let you see, like, the invisible triggers and stuff. And it is a speedrunning tool. It does help you with speedrunning, so... it's a skip that I could check back on and sort of practice with that. here. We're getting ready for the skip again. And then jump down here. See, this is where it is, because in an ideal world, you'd be able to do this. But I know fully well it's not gonna do it. Fuck. I think you lose the momentum as well when you respawn, so it really doesn't help. Whereas if you started from the beginning, it'd be a lot better. Saying that, though, I think maybe if I jump later? No, okay. I'm gonna try... Nah, I think I've wasted too much time, actually. You know what? I'm gonna try doing it without, because I don't want to waste time on it today. I might not even need it, to be honest. I might not. So I'm gonna try without it, see what happens. I may as well reset. I may as well do a reset and go from there, because otherwise so much time would have passed that I would fail anyway, so I'm gonna reset. I already have, but you know. And then after this, hopefully if I succeed this time, I can make it through trench and whatnot, because I just want to do the fighting stuff, honestly. That's the main sort of focus of this challenge run, whether or not you can beat the enemies. Which, to be fair, I have a few ideas of how I can beat the enemies, because I can't deflect stuff like I normally could. Like, that's the wonderful thing about this game and the combat scenarios, the fact that you can use the upgrades to deflect stuff, and it's really nice. So really, that's what I that's what I wanna do today. I wanna see how I can adapt to an upgradeless scenario. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. I think after stream I might reopen this game and sort of see if I can practice it a bit, because I am actually curious now. I want to see if I can give myself a concrete way of doing it each time. Excuse me. Let's hope we actually get past that area this time. To be honest, I could also just continue the game like normal, but I want to actually make sure I get everything. Because I feel like I may as well get every token, you know? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it normally. Ah, for fuck's sake. I thought I could confidently... Ah, that's annoying. I thought I could confidently just do it without jumping, because sometimes you can. Sounds a bit annoying. Oh well. We'll continue anyway, see if I can actually do it. Probably not now, but oh well. See, this is where a skip would be useful, honestly. I'm gonna take the other skip anyway, just because that's what I like to do. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna make it, because this will take me a good bit. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do it. Do I reset? I might reset. Annoyingly, I want to just continue it anyway. No, 10 seconds is not enough. Yeah, no. 10 seconds is not enough time for that. Because it would take me at least 30 to go through the cave system, I think. Damn it. I really should have just avoided that skip earlier. I would have been done by now. Because I do actually want to continue the game, honestly, genuinely. Do, 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 do. Hopefully we should be able to actually... I'll make sure to do it properly this time. Honestly. There we go. I don't want to do it the regular way, but maybe it doesn't matter too much. Because I'm going to take the second skip anyway. Excuse me, damn. That's because I snacked. I was snacking a bit before stream. I think there is another strat you can do elsewhere, to be honest, that does save time, but I don't think I ever... I think the main reason why I don't use it is because I feel like I don't normally need it to succeed this, so...
How was that for you?
Alrighty. Let's do this. Yeah, we should be able to do this a little bit easier now, hopefully. I really hope so. I could be wrong, but I think there might be a skip in the area that I literally just passed on that slide. I'm not entirely sure. Unless it's higher up that I'm thinking of, which it probably is, but... Yeah, no, we're not gonna do this, damn it. Damn it, okay. That's actually a bit annoying. I'm wondering if it's worth just continuing. I'm genuinely wondering if it's worth just... You know what, let me retry it. Fuck it, I want to see if I can actually do the skip. I have a bit of an idea of how I might be able to do it, but I'm not sure. My main concern is I don't want this to be a big portion of the stream, because the whole point of Upgradeless is the combat stuff, to be honest. And Upgradeless doesn't really affect these bits. I only want to do them so I can meet the requirement. Which, to be fair, I could always come back and do them, but... You know... See, there is actually a skip right at the beginning of the slide. I just don't... I'm not entirely sure. That's another thing with muscle memory as well. I don't do it enough to have built said muscle memory, honestly. No. You know what? I might honestly skip this for now. Because I really don't want to... I mean, granted, it's been less than half an hour since I've been on this specific token, but I'm just gonna move on. Fuck it. I'll come back to it, honestly. I mean, realistically, for an upgradeless challenge, I probably don't even need to do everything, you know? Which... See, if this was upgraded, I think we'd be able to... There we go. If that was an upgraded version of it, I'd be able to hit that. Yeah, these are... Honestly... I guarantee you they're probably gonna be a pain in the ass when we get to that little area. Or in the challenges, rather. But you know what? I'm actually willing to face them, because that's basically why we're doing this to begin with. To see if we can deal with the combat and do those challenges, which again, I do actually want to do. Okay, that's fine.
Come on, wherever you are.
'Like in some instances, I might be able to skip enemies with like this one, for example, but you know. Alright, let's see how we do.
Is the room spinning or is it just me?
3 hits. That's surprisingly doable, actually. 2 hits for those, okay. Good to know. Good to know. And these get taken out in 1 bowl hit.
But not heavy.
My only concern is the amount of time it'll take to deal with these. Didn't I already hit him? Am I misremembering? I think I'm misremembering. Ah, fucking hell. Okay. 3 hits on a regular fogger isn't too bad. I think with the upgrade it takes like 2, honestly. I'm not entirely sure though.
Bottom, one hapless soul at a time.
See, this is another problem. Oh my goodness. Dude, I already hit you. Oh, are they increasing the health? I'm not entirely sure, actually. Unless it was a different one, but no, probably not. Yeah, no, they're taking multiple different hits now. Okay. That's annoying. See, you can also knock them into each other as well, which is nice. If you're able to, obviously. Alrighty. Wave 3. Oh, how am I gonna deal with you? What the fuck? I didn't even realize that. Wait a minute. And it probably pushes away the bowl as well. I'm pretty sure it does. Because I'm pretty sure it uses the code from the Sleepy Time robot. From Battle. Wow, it dodged that shit. Okay. Do you know what? Let's test it. Or not. Get in the way. That's fine, I suppose. So I'm guessing I'm not able to do this without upgrades. Oh, that goes really far out. Holy shit, okay. That's not okay. No, no thank... Dude, I feel like I already hit you. See, this is my... I'm starting to think combat challenges are a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie. Because I feel like I'm wasting a bit of time on this. Especially given how I can't really defeat the Merv. Two. Yeah, because I can't just do that. Yeah. I can't do much there. No. Although actually no, I can wait until I... Am I really gonna have to start from the beginning? God damn it. That's fine. I can, unless actually no. Can I back out of the combat? Let me try that actually. I don't think you can back out of it, but let me see if there's a back out option. I don't think there is. I'm only gonna try it because I know it's a thing in BFPB because of the lighthouse, but I don't know if... Yeah, no, it didn't. That's fine. That's fine. Damn it. Alrighty, let's... Do you know what I might do, actually? Maybe I avoid the... Maybe I avoid the combat challenges for now, and we'll see what happens when I unlock Sonic Wave Guitar. Unless I want to just focus on the base game, which I might do, honestly, I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, so it's like that. Oh boy. Damn it. Imagine if I succeeded that, though. Imagine if I actually lived that. I'm so sorry for the nosebleeds. This happens a lot. It doesn't happen when I'm streaming, but it happens when I'm streaming. It's not great. I think I'll continue to get these little side ones. Just because, you know, if I'm gonna need X amount of tokens by the end of the game, which I think is like 50 or something, I may as well just get what I can, honestly. And again, you know, I am planning on getting the final rock slide token after stream. I figured it would be better after stream, honestly. Just because. Because I want to explore that little strat. I want to make sure I can properly do it. Because every time I do it, I keep getting it wrong. It's not fun. Well, it's fun when you get it right, but, you know. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Is that gonna lift up now? Yeah, okay. Oh, I was so close. Come on. That's not cool. There we go.
Tasty. I'm not feeling like a game of pet right now.
There we go. That's all I needed. It's interesting how the turret Merv doesn't exactly have a new model, you know? Like, I'm still fighting... Like, the turret guy is still a regular fucking fish. Did the devs not I've never noticed that before, and I've never exactly made a complaint, but... Sheesh. Now that I'm thinking about it, why is it still a fish? There we go. I'm gonna skip you two. I should really get the practice in though, shouldn't I? Saying that, they're just gonna respawn anyway, right? Never mind. We're good.
Nothing like a little man type stuff. No gutter. No gutter.
Holy shit, dude. It's times like this where you realize a deflects option would be really nice. Being able to deflect stuff would be so nice. Saying that, though, we're honestly doing really well. Genuinely. I can't complain, I really can't. We're doing quite well.
Super fun. Saving the day. We're men.
Yeah, 2 hits is easy so far. It's a shame it won't last. I'm telling you right now, the next level or the level after is probably going to be far worse. At least for obviously the combat related stuff, I don't actually know the levels off by heart, but the ones where you walk around in them, not just slide and shit. Yeah, again, just a fish. Okay. Oh, this should be fun. Yeah, this is a little fight area, isn't it? It's a shame I can't skip this little cutscene, actually, but oh well.
Freeing Bikini Bottom one hapless soul at a time.
Yep, still have those to deal with.
That's doing up manliness, even in the corner.
Excuse me, chat.
Is the room spinning or is it just me?
There we go. So far, I think genuinely so far, the game is going to be fine until we reach, like, Planktopolis, for example. I guarantee Planktopolis is going to be, like, the trickiest bit. And it's mainly because of that end section. But you know what, actually? I think it will still be tricky anyway, just because enemy differences, you know. Oh damn, I actually hit one of those. Okay. No shit. Not no shit. No way. I meant to say no way.
Nothing but little man type stuff. Better? Super Spark!
Nice. Okay. I feel like I nailed that. For a second there, I thought my game crashed. There we go. It's weird to think that I never actually played this game on a console growing up. I really didn't. I would have loved to, though. I mean, honestly, if I grew up with this game, knowing how much I didn't need to do that yet, but knowing how much I look... actually, no. Can I? I can. No, wait. Knowing how much I enjoy and love BFBB, I probably would have... Like, I played it as a teenager, which, you know, isn't the same thing as playing it when you're 5 or 6. Yeah, we just didn't have it when I was at that point. But I did end up playing it as a YouTube playthrough, I think. I want to say I did it for a playthrough. I'm not sure. I did it. I think I did a playthrough. I'm not sure if it was the first one or not, but... I did actually end up loving the game back then, and then I'm obviously still playing it now, and I actually do love it. BFBB is still better, which I know some people disagree with, but honestly, BFBB is better. I'm sorry, but like, granted, I mean, I think that's another thing as well, actually. Both games are different, but they're good at what they do. That's the thing. I think SpongeBob games are usually better when it's the BFBB format. Like, as a collectathon. I think the linear sort of aspects of the movie game really work too, honestly, though, but I don't think it does it to a point where... I don't know, I think BFBB just does carry it for me, like, it does take it. I don't think movie does shit in the same way that BFBB does, to be honest. And again, movie does stuff really well, but I don't think it does stuff better than BFBB. But regardless of my opinion, I'm also well aware that, like, again, they're both really good at what they do, just saying. Yeah, okay. Like, there's you know, obviously there's some people who don't like the linearity of BFBB, and I can see why. Damn it, dude. Fucking hell. But with, obviously, with BFBB, I think the thing that makes it better is the fact that it's more open, to be honest. The fact that you can realistically, if you wanted to, you could probably take another route, I suppose. Or there's a bit more room for the exploration aspects. So... which, to be fair, you can sort of do it in movie, but it's not on the same scale, nowhere near. Like, I think linear for movie works. I think it does work, but I think a SpongeBob game works at least in accordance to the history of SpongeBob games. They clearly work at their best when they're a collectathon and they're more open with the areas in the levels and stuff. I mean, BFPB didn't even have stuff like upgrades or whatever, and somehow it just managed it. Like, that's a discussion I think people have in the modding server about, like, having movie upgrades in BFBB. I don't think it would work, because the robots are not designed for it. They're really not. There's probably some of the mechanics that you could take advantage of, like, for example, you could probably take advantage of the... probably, what do you call it? The bowling sort of rate, I don't know what you'd call it, but the upgraded bowl, when you tap it to detonate it, that could be useful in BFBB, probably. I think that could be useful in BFBB, but...
just like walking on ice cream.
Also, maybe in the Sonic Wave guitar thing, where it homes in on stuff, maybe that could be useful too. Not that it really matters, though, but... also, the upgraded throw, I suppose, could be nice. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean... the upgraded karate spin and the Patrick star spin and karate spin, like, I feel like those wouldn't be useful because you have no real way to use them, honestly.
Good thing SpongeBob wrote this stuff down.
Saying that though, well, actually, I don't know. I just don't think that the game of BFPB is made. It's clearly not made with those in mind. So there wouldn't be there wouldn't be much of a difference. There's not really enough of a reason to include that in a game or in the previous game or in BFPB, you know? There's not enough of a reason for it. Like, granted, if a modder wants to do it to see how it would work, they should, you know? Like, I think they probably should. Like, you know, you could probably have your fun there, I suppose, but... I just don't think it would offer any meaningful benefits, genuinely. I really don't think so. Also, people like to say that that in front of me is a robot Easter egg, I'm pretty sure. Unless there's a different one elsewhere. I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit of a hot take, but I really don't think it looks like it. To be honest, I don't, like, obviously, yes, it has the same textures and stuff, but the robot models are not the same. Genuinely, they're really not. Like, genuinely, you'd think if it was an Easter egg, it would resemble a BFPB robot instead of just having the textures. I don't know. I've always felt weird about that when people have said it, because I don't believe it. I really don't. I genuinely. Because weirdly enough, it's just not the same. Like, they're not the same robots, really. And, you know, again, they do share textures and stuff, and I think I think the one I just looked at literally has the eyes from a robot in battle, but at the same time, I feel like they should have taken a BFBB robot model and modified it just so they could say, hey, this is an Easter egg. Dude, momentum's not helping me out here at all. I think also, though, it's like when people say that Movie Game is a sequel to BFBB. It's really not. I think I've mentioned this before, but genuinely, it's not a sequel. Because I don't think a robot wreckage in this level is enough of a reason to say that it's a sequel. How am I failing this? Dude. I think it is a... Actually, I think I'm just sort of rushing through it. Maybe, I don't know. That's fine, I'm not bothered, but... Like, it's, you know, it's like when people say it's a sequel, it's just like, is it though? Movie Game doesn't continue the story, and there's nothing in the events of the game to say, oh hey, BFBB happened right before this. Like, it's... There's nothing in regards to that. That felt really slow, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's nothing to really reference it except for a model in the heap of junk that just says, hey, this is a wrecked robot. It doesn't look anything like a BFBB robot, but I don't know, man. I'm also realizing this could be very tricky.
Light as a feather, but heavy as a brick.
Because by now you would have... I mean, realistically, the moment you unlock this ability, you also unlock the upgraded version, because you would just pay for it right off the bat, like that's the thing. So now I'm gonna have to go back here. The annoying thing is that I can't stun them. Annoyingly, I can't stun the other enemies, unless I can and I just haven't been able to do it, but...
Don't laugh at me.
I will say this, though. Having to experience Upgradeless makes you realize something. This game is so much slower without upgrades. Which is fine, right? Like, that's the thing. It's perfectly fine. But you know fully well that if you had upgrades, you could do this so much more efficiently. There we go. Just skip those.
How much of a man do I have to be?
I'm guessing that respawns. Really? It doesn't respawn? Okay. I'm actually a bit surprised that that didn't respawn. I'm not mad at it though. I'm really not. Doo-doo. Do 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 do. Nearly right there. There we go. Do 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 do. Nice. Do 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 do.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners.
Oh, you're fun. You're very fun, aren't you? I see. How am I supposed to do this then? That's gonna be really tricky. I guess I just do that. I thought that was gonna be far worse. Okay. That's fine, I suppose.
Up we go.
Dude, why am I not... Okay, whatever. That actually did something, okay. I thought that would actually would have helped me.
Starting to like that show. Goody! Another one!
I believe there's a speedrun strat I can use. I don't know where it is though. I don't even know if I remember how to do it, but... Oh. Where am I at with tokens? 37. Okay, you know what? I might actually do this. I think it's a good idea anyway. It also just means I'm gonna have to avoid the enemies, because there's no way I can get them like this. Do 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 do. Go. Oh hey, there's 3 of you this time.
Can you hear me now? Alright!
Hang on a minute, chat.
Oh boy, oh boy, stuff!
You know, one of these days, my nose is not gonna do this on stream. I don't know when it's gonna do that, but, you know. Or not. Yeah, this is a little area where I can do another skip. Get wrecked, spinner dudes. I will say this, it's a shame that my only option is to do this, throw fruit. Now how do I do that? Skip. Not that it matters, it really doesn't, because I can just... Did that save state? I'm not entirely sure. No, it did not. How about now?
Come to Planktopolis. Once you get here, you'll never want to leave again.
You sure about that, Plankton? I'm not entirely sure. Damn it. I don't actually remember how you do it, to be honest, which...
Come on, Patrick. It's
There we go.
nicer with a bucket on it. You don't have to worry about hurting yourself thinking anymore.
I'm gonna save state here, because I don't know what this does with me. It'll probably just put me in the same place, but I'll just do that, fuck it. Do do do. Do 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 do.
Slipping.
Yeah, this music is really nice. I did bring that up last time I played. It's between, I think genuinely it might be between this music, the slide music, and the driving music for which one is the best in the movie. Because honestly, I'm really not sure. I nearly failed that. I think it might actually be the slide music, to be honest. I think it might actually be slide. But I think driving might be a very close second, weirdly enough. There we go. I believe... Let me redo the save state. There we go.
With a bucket helmet, you don't have to worry about hurting yourself thinking anymore. Bring up two.
Really? That did nothing? Damn. Okay. Well, probably not nothing. It probably... See, it did something to that dude there. Damn. Wait. Am I supposed to use the enemy for that? Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, dude. What the fuck? Why? What? Can I? No. I was mainly thinking I could do something like that, but now I'm not sure. Is there not a fruit thing here? Is there not? You know what? Good idea. I didn't think of this, but it's a good idea. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I'm cooking. I am absolutely cooking. Hang on a minute. Hang on. To be fair, I don't need all of them, but I can literally use these boxes. I should be fine. I might actually get more, just in case they fall off the edge somehow. And then I think I'll save state, just in case. Because this is actually a really good idea. I'm surprised I didn't think of this already. Listen, Tssm, you really thought you cooked. I'm just saying. You really thought you did something to me in this upgradeless run. You know what, though? I respect what you're trying to do as a game. I really do.
Light as a feather, heavy as a brick. Macho stuff.
I mainly brought in that amount just in case, though. Because I really don't want to... I don't fancy having to deal with more of the same issue. Because I didn't want to... if I ended up wasting some of the boxes, that would have been terrible. To be honest. Oh, look. We did it. There we go. There we go. Now the thing is, can I bring those over here? Because that's what I'm actually thinking. I'm actually thinking that might be a good idea. My only problem is, it'll probably just target the Mervs. Excuse me, chat. I'm honestly kind of tempted to say as well that, oh, I can't get these. Can I not? I can't get those. Yeah, no, I can't get them. Damn it. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm guessing that's gonna put me back. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, so I lose the crates. That's not right. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do speedrun strats. Which, to be fair, maybe I don't need to... Because I just need to make sure I can make my way over to that area. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna load a state. Okay, that's problematic. See, this is why I did more boxes, because listen, you never know. Nice. Try that. See what happens. To be honest, actually, I could probably get away with leaving him alive. Genuinely. I could probably get away with leaving him alive. Well, you're no fun. Just saying. Don't want to be that guy, stupid spitter dude, but you're no fun. Okay. I'm guessing it's that one. Yeah, okay. Let me just destroy that. Because in all honesty, that's what I'm thinking. Really hope I have enough now. Oh yeah. What? Dude, come on. No, because that... Okay, that's a bit annoying. Because that means I can't... I literally can't stun these things, dude. I can't stun those Okay. Like, I literally cannot stun those enemies, and that's the annoying thing about that. Saying that, though, I think genuinely we can still make it work. Because what I can do is I can still do this thing the way I have been this entire time. Lose a box. That's fine. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go this way. Destroy this thing. That way I get to keep those. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save state again so I don't have to do all that preparation. Okay. So that's one down. Okay. No complaints from me. I still have a few boxes here. Dude. Do you mind? I'm trying to do something really cool here. Lose a box. That's not great. Although I kind of expected that. Excuse me, chat. Yeah, I've wasted those boxes there. That's not great. Annoyingly, I think my initial setup is actually ruining this for me. Because I did just save state over there. There we go. Through my nose. My gosh darn nose. Did that just destroy the... Yeah, it did. Fuck's sake. Oh, that's so annoying, dude. And I've only got 1 health. Can I replenish? I'm pretty sure there is a strat for this, right? Like... It's a strat that I don't think I can do, but... See, if I could get one of those crates again, I could very much do that, but... Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I don't know what to do here then. That crate, I can't do anything with that crate. Definitely not. Ah, we're at the end as well. That's so annoying. Okay. Unless I can sacrifice a box. I can sacrifice a box on that. That's fine. And then what I can maybe do is... I really don't know. I think the box play is the only way I can really do this. It really sucks how there's like a trigger here that freezes the game temporarily. I'm so glad that it only, like... You know what? I can do this. I can totally do this. Oh, not. Never mind. That is a good idea, though. I think that is a good idea, providing that you can avoid that. Because that could be efficient, and it could save on the boxes, honestly. Because my problem is... I mean, you know, maybe I don't have to waste a box here either. That's the thing. Maybe I can... Maybe I can... Wait until you pass, unless you're not gonna... Unless you're not gonna bother. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Also, my nose is doing a thing again. Hang on. Am I good now? Damn. But yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking. The annoying thing is, the area is far too small for me to... really do anything with it. Oh. 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 Okay. Wait a minute. That's fine. That's actually doable. Wait a minute. Hang on. That's actually a really good idea. If I can make it work. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. I didn't even think of that. I should have thought of that. There's a third one I can use here. As long as I can target the other button I need, it's fine. Maybe I don't need to do it. Maybe I don't need to target the enemies or whatever. That's a good idea.
Light as a feather, heavy as a brick. Little guy, big snake.
Come on, please. Yes! Oh, we did it. Oh, we did it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay. No complaints from me. I didn't even need to do any combat. You know what? I'll take it. I will absolutely take that. Okay, cool. I really hope I don't need the upgraded version for this. I shouldn't.
This thing's getting heavy.
I really shouldn't. I think I'm gonna need an extra box. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna need it. Yeah. Okay, we can either do this with an extra box, or we can just stick to this. I think it might... I don't think it's gonna be that deep, honestly. I don't think it's gonna be that deep. See, the annoying thing is, it's made easier by the fact that... That worked! That actually worked. Okay, no complaints. Because normally I use the upgraded throw there, I think. Because I think you can do that in midair. Okay, I'll take that. Dennis might be tricky. I hope not, but he might be tricky. I didn't even think about this. I really didn't, actually. Well, now I've got time to kill.
That's it, Patrick. Keep it up.
There we go. See, funny enough, I've now become okay with using save states. Mainly due to that little segment there with the boxes and whatnot. So honestly, if I have to use save states here, so be it. It's not the end of the world. In fact, I imagine a lot of people use save states here. If they've, you know, played this game in Upgradeless, they've probably done that. Let's be real. Dude, are you good? How many enemies? Okay. The funny thing is, if this was upgraded, I probably would have been done with it by now, quite frankly. It's like the moment I kill one, it comes back up. Shit, dude. Get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, no, that level was kind of tricky. The actual level,
Only you
Shell
can do
City
it.
Dead Ahead. Not that I'm complaining, because that's sort of that, you know, when you go into an upgradeless challenge, you mainly do it because of the combat, right? Like, that's the thing. You don't do it because you think, man, I mean, I guess it is kind of combat-based, what I just did, but... I mean, weirdly enough, you don't think to yourself, man, the only way I can press this button is if I throw something. Saying that, though, there's combat elements in there, and if I did the entire combat segment, I probably would have been there for a lot longer. So you know what? I'm kind of glad I did it that way. The whole point is to beat it upgradeless. It doesn't mean you have to engage in the combat all the time, honestly. It doesn't mean you have to do that.
That's just what we needed.
Speaking of which, I am actually missing a token in the previous Shell City Dead Ahead level, so I might actually just... Maybe I'll do that off screen as well if I can get it. I don't remember which one that is. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember which one that is. I can probably figure it out though, honestly. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And then we should be able to also do the challenges. Challenges, what is the next? Oh, it's another slide. Yeah, I should have known that. Never mind. Do you know what I'm gonna do actually? I think just for the sake of speeding this up a bit, I might save state in this area on the third lap before the water slide. Just in case I fail it, and just in case, because I don't know, I don't want to, I really don't want to deal with that, to be honest. I kind of want, again, I do kind of want to just be efficient with it, honestly.
Ice cream makes me dizzy.
Save state here, just to save time. No,
SpongeBob.
just click that.
Here's your reward.
When SpongeBob and Patrick awaken from their
You know what, actually, I might do this first one, and then I'll go back and do the sandwich stuff, and then I'll come back here and do these. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Excuse me.
Back at ya.
Probably could have skipped this a little bit. Oh well. Ah, damn it. I feel like I'm failing the tiniest things so much in this playthrough. It feels wrong, but whatever.
Didn't see that before.
To be honest though, I think respawning actually pushed us forward a bit. So actually, no, you know what? I'll take it. Silver lining. Do 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 do. Don't know if I need to go back down here, but oh well. He'll probably send me in a circle anyway, or something. If I had to guess. I'm pretty sure it does that.
Now I know how my ancestors felt.
Damn it! Fuck's sake. I was hoping I could actually make that, but oh well. Whatever. Takes me to the yellow one anyway, it's fine.
That, my friend, is how we do things in Bikini Bottom.
was contemplating getting it, but it's not my objective. That's not what I'm here to do.
And so
Dennis strikes back. I must admit, this is the first time I've reached 2 hours in a while. I think what I'm gonna do...
That's my favorite line ever.
I'm gonna go back and do some of the tokens. And then I think, honestly, what we might do... I think maybe once I'm done the driving and maybe do the slide ones, I might end it there. And then next time, I don't even know how long the game will take next time. Probably not that long, but next time we can commit a stream to just completing the game, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure yet. Take your time, game. Imagine if it gives me an infinite load now. I swear if it gives me an infinite load. I low-key hope not, I'm gonna be honest. It really should have loaded by now, dude. You know what? Reload, fuck it. Reload, I can't be bothered with waiting for that. That is the first time, by the way. That is the first time that that's happened in a while. I must have some really good luck. Because I know that is actually an issue. Doesn't seem to happen often, though. Unless I somehow can't access the game now, because it did just crash that time. Yeah, and Dolphin seems to be crashing a bit more for some reason. Okay, let's try again.
Wanna slide?
I'm starting to think I should have just continued with the driving challenges beforehand. Oh well. I'm still enjoying myself, actually, you know? It is still genuinely a nice game. Which, a loading screen thing wouldn't change that, but still.
Ice cream makes me dizzy.
I missed that. Damn. Oh no. Do 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 do. Meow, 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 meow. Get that one just in case. Do 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 do. I think I zoned out a bit there. I'm not gonna lie, I think I kind of zoned out a bit there. Yeah, I'm thinking we do these tokens at a minimum, and then we'll see how we feel after. Because I mean, hey, I might want to do the side ones. I don't mind. I think it might be a good idea just so we can move on to the later stuff straight away next time, honestly.
You would you like an
Do 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 do. Ding 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 ding. Well, damn, not what I wanted to do, but whatever.
that's just what we needed.
Speaking of which, the thing I actually really like about this game is the amount of assets that end up being used that are from BFBB. I think it's actually like a really solid way to reuse assets. I mean, take a look at the amount of assets that have probably already been... Like, there's probably a good few here that you recognize from BFBB, like the ramp one, I think is from BFBB. These jellyfish rock textures, you know where they are. Granted, there's obviously some new stuff in here as well, but there's a lot of stuff that's here from Battle. A lot of models, too. Like, I think that's the interesting thing as well about the Battle and movie discussions. Like, realistically, I feel like movie wouldn't be movie without the stuff that came in BFBB, you know? Like, I feel like the movie game owes a lot of itself to BFBB, which, obviously, I will say this, it did add in a lot more challenges. It did add in new mechanics, like the upgrades, the driving. It made modifications to the sliding and whatnot, but I'm just saying. Out of all of the SpongeBob games that have BFBB DNA, which to be fair, I think the main sort of heavy iron ones, like BFBB and Movie, and obviously the Purple Lamp stuff, realistically, I think Movie has the most of that DNA. Genuinely. And it uses it really well. Of course it does. But honestly though, I will always prefer BFBB. I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that I grew up with it. But also, I think the game is just better. It's like I said earlier, like, I think BFBB genuinely works better as a collectathon game. Or not BFBB, but, you know, SpongeBob games work better when they're collectathons. Genuinely. I mean, you know, you had Titans of the Tide recently, which was a lot more story-based. And even though it worked for what it was, it just didn't... It wasn't as good as it should have been. Like, it was obviously good, but... I don't know. But it's also another game in the list that's just trying to chase the nostalgic highs of BFBB, which nostalgia's never a bad thing. Nostalgia's great. It's nice when you get to feel nostalgic about a game, but also, realistically, you should introduce new and fresh ideas. Especially for a player like me who grew up with BFBB. When I play a SpongeBob game, I think I do ultimately want newer or fresh content that doesn't feel like a copy and paste from previous games, you know what I mean? And that's sort of... And I feel like Titans of the Tide did a lot of copy and pastes, which really sucks, because I feel like if the devs allowed it to have more fresh ideas, it really could have become much more of a... It could have made more of a name of it for itself, I think. Damn it, dude. Oh, we're gonna do this. I believe. We're gonna do this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. apologize for the nose noises, chat. It does very much happen a lot. It really sucks, but hey ho. I think what I'm gonna do, since this is the final token, I think I'm gonna leave it. And then I'm contemplating honestly doing,
Great driving, SpongeBob.
obviously because the next one's just a slide, I might honestly do those tokens off screen just so I have a bit more to use towards the requirement
This
later.
is the final challenge on this trip.
And I also really want to check out that little skip that I want to do. Yes, that's good. Yeah. I think that'll be it. I think that will be it.